Okay, so this lesson is going to be looking at reflection, refraction, and critical angle. The law of reflection looks at the angle of incidence being the same as the angle of reflection, but all about the normal line. The one thing that law of reflection does do is it supports both the wave and particle theory. Okay, this is really important that we understand that the normal line is going to be 90 degrees to the surface area, and that the angle of incidence is going to be equal to the angle of reflection. Refraction is when we're looking at the light passing from one medium to another medium. And so where it says a change in direction, what we're looking at is an angle coming in, and it's either going to change downward or change towards the surface. It can go one of two ways depending on the medium that it's in. The law of refraction is also called Snell's law, which you'll be looking at tomorrow in a simulation. And it looks at the relationship of how EMR bends as it moves from one medium to another. And so it looks at the angle that it comes in at versus the angle that it's coming out at. It looks at the index of refraction of the second medium over the first medium. It looks at the relationship of two wavelengths, and it looks at the relationship of two velocities. And at any given time, you're going to only compare two. So you might only look at the wavelength or the angle of incidence and angle of reflection or refraction versus the index. Or maybe you'll look at wavelength versus velocity. Okay? 1 and 2 subscripts that you see here indicate medium 1 and medium 2. There's no frequency. This is really important. There's no frequency in the formulas for Snell's law. There's no F1 and F2 here. When EMR moves from one medium to another, the frequency does not change. Okay? There's no involvement there. Index of refraction is looking at optical density of different materials. So something like air is going to have an index of refraction of 1.
Good morning, STM. It is Wednesday, November 22nd. It is Kate Lucan's birthday.